Usually Steve gets to interview some kids, but today I think he has some big kid friends.
Good morning, good morning. This is quite a change. I'm not sure if I'm needed, but this is a good way to start. Good Samaritans, as we all are, I think is probably one of the most important things of our Christian family, and that's helping each other out. But helping each other out from a broader perspective, and that is helping people that we don't know. One story that I wanted to say was I took my mother home after Thanksgiving, and and she lives in a senior apartment building. And we got a knock on the door. We opened the door, and here are these small youth hockey players handing out bags of food to the senior citizens in their community. And my mother was taken back. I was taken back. And these kids had the biggest smile on their faces. And so we all are children of God. And helping each other is a very satisfying and rewarding thing. So I'll turn this over to this beautiful person that normally rides with me in the car.
Hi, I'm Pat. I think when you think about being a child of God, a good Samaritan, acts of kindness, you realize pretty quickly that it is definitely a gift that keeps on giving. And the one I remember is Steve and I were very fortunate to be part of the group that helped Sion and Javier's family get ready their house for their family coming over from Africa. We were able to set up furniture, get the kitchen ready, and all that kind of stuff. And it was a great day. But what really made it special for me was when Sion came and saw the house for the very first time. The joy and the wonder in his eyes and his expressions, and as he ran from room to room to see all that was there, filled my heart up. And so I thank you for giving me that gift, because it was a very, very special time.
I want to tell about when I was probably a 7th grader or an 8th grader, a little bit older than you guys, but I was a 7th grader or an 8th grader. And every summer, my dad and my brothers and sisters and I would do a job we called walking beans, because I grew up on a farm and we had about 240 acres of soybeans, and they got lots of weeds in them, lots of weeds. And so we had hoes that we took to chop all these weeds out of these 200 acres of soybeans. And we would work from like 8 in the morning until about 5 in the afternoon walking the beans. We would stop for water and we would go home for lunch in the middle. But my older brother and I especially hated this job. I mean, it was hot, it was dirty, we got all sweaty. We couldn't do anything else all morning or all afternoon, and we would do this for a bunch of days in a row. We would walk the beans and hoe all of these weeds out of the soybeans so they didn't take up nutrients and sun away from the soybean plants. And so one summer, the dad of some friends of ours who lived nearby had a heart attack. He had some heart problems. And so Dad said, you know what, everybody, we're going to go over and walk the beans for Roy Abel's family. And my brother and I, we didn't say anything, but we weren't very happy about this because we were already walking all the beans that we had. And so we spent all afternoon, on a couple of different afternoons, walking beans for the Abel family. And you know what? I loved it. I loved doing that for somebody else. It felt so good to help them out when they really had that need, to have someone help them out.
So I'm a big believer that God blesses us with talents, and we should use those talents to give back to other people. And my everyday job is as an attorney, and there's a lot of people out there that can't afford legal services. And so one thing that I try to do is to help other people through pro bono work. And well, I don't do anything glamorous like death penalty work or anything like that. I'm a trademark and copyright lawyer, so I get to help individuals and nonprofits with ordinary things like contracts and branding decisions, and it's very good to know that I can use those skills to help other people.
Question for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
What does pro bono work mean?
It means basically free.
Well, thank you. I hope everybody takes the opportunity and the time to go out and help someone this week. And I know a lot of you do. As a newly retiree, I get involved and get asked, like David, how to, and so on, to go out and help other people. And I think that's an extremely important thing for all of us to try to do. We are all children of God. Have a good week. Thanks.